What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For some reason the first clip that I made for this video when I was filming it will not let me import it into iMovie, and there's no audio to it when I do import it. So I'm just filming a new one right now for you guys so you guys can still have an intro video. So in this video I was putting on my levers and mirrors onto my DRZ. If you remember from the last video, I bought those gold brake and clutch levers, and then I bought those underbar mirrors for my bike. Those parts finally came in, and I'm putting them on in this video for you guys. So I hope you enjoy, and let's cut to me putting them on. Alright, so I'm going to start with the levers, because those will be nice and easy to change out. Just brake and clutch lever, obviously. I got gold because they match my rims. So my plan is to do gold levers, and then I'll have the gold case savers, and that's all that I want on my bike for gold. It'll just be like a accent color almost. So the first thing I have to do is take off the stock levers, which shouldn't be too hard. They're brand new, but I just wanted the shorty levers, so I'm just gonna save these ones. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Now, when you take off levers, you may not know this, but there is a bolt, not a bolt, a nut on the underside, and then the bolt on the top. Now this bolt is threaded into the whole arm, and then the nut acts as like a double safety, I guess. So if this nut falls off, the bolt is still threaded in, so it won't just come out. So in order to take out the lever, you have to undo the nut first and take that fully off before unscrewing the bolt. Now that is something I learned the hard way, and I ended up stripping out this entire bolt and assembly on my Ninja. So that was like a $50 repair to fix that, because I didn't know that you have to take out the nut before the bolt. So I will go and do that right now and show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, so I got my 10mm socket. So I gotta take off this nut on the underside first. It's kind of hard to do with just one hand. Luckily it comes right out because this bike is brand new. So I gotta take out this nut first. It's kind of like a lock nut, I guess, in a way. And then I take out this bolt up here on the top, which is also threaded. And of course it's brand new, so it just comes right up and out. So that it just comes right up and off. Just thread it out with my fingers. I'm trying to hold the lever with my left hand while I'm recording, with the camera in my left hand as well. So that's why it's kind of weird. Okay. There's also going to be a little spring underneath, like behind the lever. That I need a rag. That kind of helps the spring bounce back into place. So just make sure you don't lose that, like I just did. There's some grease in there. Luckily it landed right here. But there's like a little tension spring that goes into a little pocket in here. Sorry, I had the camera bad. So that helps to make the lever bounce back into place. So this one's my brake lever. So I'm going to put this one on. So I just gotta make sure I line up the spring, which goes back into the hole, and then I make sure. Wow. So these levers don't fit. Of course I ran into an issue like that. Yeah, these levers will not fit on my bike. Fabulous. Okay guys, so it's the next day now. This video is gonna kind of skip around a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but I got my clutch lever fits absolutely perfectly on the bike, and it honestly looks amazing. If I pull the sleeve back over, it looks so good on my bike. The gold matches my rims so good, and it looks amazing. It feels really good. So I need to get that brake lever to fit, because I am keeping these levers. The only reason that the brake lever didn't fit was because it seemed to be a little bit too wide. So I'm pretty sure if I just take a file to the brake levers, which I don't want to do, but that's what I have to do to get it to fit. So you see how there's that little lip, sorry, it's a little blurry, the little lip right there on both sides. Pretty sure if I just file off, I'm gonna start off with one side, just file this one off, and then see what I have to do. And if it still doesn't fit, I'll file off the other side. But that should make it fit, and then it should look amazing. So I have to take off this first brake lever, and then I will show you guys what I'm doing with this one. Okay, so this is what I meant by it being too wide. See, it just barely won't fit in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna file off the bottom side. Since that's less likely to be seen, it'll be facing down. I'm gonna file off the bottom side, but slowly take off a little bit and then test it, and take off a little bit and test it until it's like a nice snug fit. Because I don't wanna go too far and have the whole levers be all wobbly and messed up. So I need to grab a file over here. I'll probably use this little one. Well, not little, but skinny one instead of this huge one, because it's less likely to hit anywhere else on the lever, I guess. So I'm gonna put the lever in the vise, and then I will try and set up my camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I wrapped a shirt around the lever so it doesn't get damaged or anything like that when I put it in the vise. And they're breakaway levers, so they bend out this way. So if I file from this way, it's just gonna keep bending. So I have to make sure I file from this way. And I just wanna take off the slightest little bit on this layer right here. And I have to repaint this once I'm done. If it could focus, that'd be great. Focus, please. Focus, all right. So now once I'm done filing, I have to repaint this because I don't know what type of metal this is, and I don't want to risk it rusting. So I'm just gonna tape off everywhere else around here, just shoot it with a little blob of spray paint to make sure it doesn't rust on me. So I will try to set my camera up so you guys can watch what I'm doing. No promises, don't have a tripod set up. I have to move stuff out of the way. All right, that right there looks like a pretty good angle to me. I can see my hands, what I'm doing. I'm just gonna file off this layer. Try not to mess up anywhere else on the lever. And I failed, I fucked up. I don't know how much I want to take off, but I don't want to go too much either. Well, I'm going to test that, and if it doesn't fit, then I can always clamp it back in the vise. So, camera. Coming over here, see if it fits. Still doesn't. How much more do I need? Just a little bit more. It looks like it might. So I'm going to slap it in there and try it. If it doesn't fit, I'm not gonna be too pleased. But oh well, I'll just have to file it some more. Yes. Fits. Went right in. That's mint. Right. So now I just gotta hit it with spray paint to get it not to rust. I gotta hit that little spot right there. I don't think I hit anywhere else on here with the file. So I'm just gonna shoot that up with some spray paint real quick. I got painter's tape right here. So I will be right back. All right, so I got it all taped off, you know, good enough just for the little spray paint job that I'm putting on it. So I'm gonna grab the paint and hopefully this paint doesn't make it too thick to the point where it doesn't fit again, but I don't plan on smothering this thing in paint. just going to be a tiny little shot right on it. So should be good enough, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's not that bad. I'll hit it one more time. There we go. That's some good. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. Then I'll pull the tape off, mount up the lever, and we'll be all good to go. But this clutch lever looked so good that I had to get that one to fit. And honestly, I'm glad that I decided to get it to fit, because it's definitely a hell of a lot easier to just make the lever fit instead of getting the shipping label, returning it, ordering new levers. So thank God I was able to just easily file that down and get it to fit. And I will most definitely be emailing the company, letting them know that they should make that a little bit smaller so it fits. But this looks so good. Gold levers, I match my gold rims, and then it just looks so good. Okay, there we go. So I'm pretty sure the tape was, paint was nice and dry. It looks dry. It's a flat black color, which is what the paint was, so definitely means that it's dry. Now it's not focusing. Okay, there we go. It still fits, which is good. So I need to get the spring and put this lever on. All right. Just gotta crank down on this. Just doesn't, there we go. So that's nice and tight. You don't want to over tighten it, because these are usually just aluminum. They'll probably strip. Don't do that. Now you gotta put on this little nut. Goes down here on the bottom, up and under here. So just thread this thing on. And again, don't kill this one either. Just snug it up. And wow. Okay, so it's a little bit wiggly. I might snug up the top bolt a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's not going any tighter. Now I'm gonna snug up the bottom one. Wrong way. Sorry, I had the camera pointed down. All right, that's nice and snug. Still a little wiggly. I'm fine with that. The clutch lever wiggles. Ah, never mind. The clutch lever wiggles too, so. Pretty sure the levers on all bikes wiggle, cause yeah, the levers on my brother's bike wiggle. I know the levers on my Ninja wiggle, and the levers on my YZ wiggle. So I'm not worried about it, but those levers look amazing. They match my tire perfectly. Here, I get a good side angle. Nice gold levers, the nice gold tire. They match perfectly. They accent it so well. So got the fabulous brake levers in here, guys. Okay, that needs to be adjusted, because, okay, so if you guys didn't know how to adjust levers like these, is you want to loosen this thing, this little bolt here, so that way it comes out more, like that. And then it's got a little lock nut on it too, so you tighten that one down and it helps to hold it out, and that already feels a lot better. I'm gonna have to adjust my clutch lever a little bit, adjust this one. I'm gonna wait till I'm riding to adjust the clutch lever so I can actually feel when the clutch grips. The brake, I can feel when it bottoms out and stuff. So glad I got these levers to fit, because they look amazing. I wish that this side had a boot on it though. I don't know why it doesn't. This side does, this side doesn't. So I'm gonna look up online and see if there is a rubber boot for it, because I think that would make it look a lot better. It would look more like this side. So yeah, now I'll skip to the clip of me putting on this mirror, because I already put this on. This is the next day when I decided to file down the levers instead of returning them. So I'll just go to the clip of me putting on these mirrors now, guys. So psyched on these levers, and let's put on this mirror. Okay, so these are the mirrors I got. They are Powell bar end mirrors. They're like $13 on Amazon. They make foldable ones that like the arm right here folds. I didn't want those. I just wanted regular flat ones. So in order to mount these to the bars on your DRZ, what you have to do is you have to remove this bar end plug that is in there. So you just undo these two Allen wrenches and this whole bar end comes out, and this section of the bars right here on the DRZ is 7/8, which is what this section in the mirror is. And as the DRZ bars go down, they taper out to like 1 1/4 or 1/8 or something like that. I don't know. I know it's more than an inch, but I know right here is 7/8, which is right where I plan to mount my mirrors. So I will show you guys what it looks like to take out these two Allens and get rid of this, and then show you guys how I am mounting them to my bars. Okay, so I removed the two Allens right here, the two screws. So what happens is the whole thing lifts off, and as you can tell, the whole bar end piece comes out. Okay, there we go. So that leaves this space where I can clamp it onto the bars, because usually this would get screwed into the end of the bars, like right here, and the mirrors would be on the end. I don't want that. I want them on the inside, so that is why I need to take that out. And this right here is 7/8, so that will fit perfectly. So I'm going to mount this to my bars and then show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I ran into another issue. In order for me to mount these, I need to move my clutch lever in. I need to move my brake lever in, so that way I can fit this right up in there and have the mirror come down right here. So I need to get the right socket in order to mount, move. I think it might be smaller than this. Yeah, it's smaller. In order to move my levers over, this one should be it. Yeah, that one's it. So let me put this on the ratchet. Okay, so I just need to loosen up my clutch and brake levers and move them inward just enough to get those in there. So if you guys don't understand what I mean, I just need to move these in like that, so that way I have enough room to fit the bracket for the mirror in that gap right there, just like that. I dropped it and I broke it. So I'm only gonna have a left mirror now. There's little pieces of mirror on my ground. I dropped and broke the right one. Fabulous. So yeah, you can look forward to my Supermoto only having a left mirror. Thankfully, I only need a left one to pass inspection. That's so annoying. I was literally I planned on only having a left one anyways, which is why I was taking this one off. And I had my hand on it, and apparently not well enough, because as soon as the screw got open enough and this gap got big enough right here, it fell down and landed right on the face of the mirror. So it cracked it, which is fabulous. So you can see the little hairline crack going right there all the way down, which is just great. So, ooh, trippy. So yeah, only left one on my bike. Okay, so got the mirror mounted on there. That one I obviously had to take off and move my brake lever back. Got this one on there. I fit it in between the clutch lever and the hand controls. The clutch still fully goes in. It touches right there, but I'm still able to get it in all the way, so I'm not worried about that. And let's be honest, these mirrors aren't really for looking all that much. They're more or less to say that I have a mirror on the bike and can pass inspection. And I plan on, doing head checks and stuff before changing lanes anyways. And so the view on this doesn't have to be amazing. Like, yes, I see myself, I can't get it over anymore. So if I sit back on it, I can see somewhat behind me. The view isn't all that amazing, but you can still do head checks and stuff, so we'll be fine. Luckily only one mirror is required to pass inspection anyways, So there we go, that is my mirror. Oh yeah, and I got another bike.